In the episode number 135 of the A.S.A.P Tech News, we talk about the latest AMD graphics card driver, the latest Intel Arc beta drivers, the latest NVIDIA graphics card drivers, and of course, Seasonic launches the Focus GX series of power supplies certified for ATX 3.0. We start with Seasonic and their latest power supply series, which is fully ATX 3.0 compliant and is called simply the Focus GX. This new power supply series brings out 3 new power supplies units: 750 watts, 850 watts and 1000 watts, with the prices set at $160 US, $180 US and $220 US. The new Focus GX power supplies are ATX 3.0 certified and PCIe 5.0 compliant to match the demands of the newer Intel and AMD platforms as well as the next generation of graphics cards. Of course, this includes the new PCIe 5.0 cable that is used on newer graphics card models and loads of new improvements inside the power supply. Other features of these units include a fanless mode up to 30% load on the power supply, the new Seasonic digital hybrid silent fan control, a 135mm fluid dynamic bearing fan, all the available protections and a 10-year warranty on all models. All these new power supplies are 80+ Gold certified for the efficiency. Next, NVIDIA has released their latest graphics card driver, now at version 537.34. This is a certified release and thus should be better quality than a beta driver, even though that is debatable nowadays. What this new driver release brings out is performance optimizations and general optimizations for 3 video games: Mortal Kombat 1, A.S.A.P and Starfield. Still talking about Starfield, its Microsoft Store and Xbox Game Pass variants have their profile updated, and the final fixed issues is with Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which when using the GeForce Experience in-game overlay, the screen would go black. And of course, we have some issues left unresolved, this time only a few items which are contained in Halo Infinite and DaVinci Resolve. We continue with Intel and their latest beta graphics card driver release, now at version 101.4826. This beta driver release brings out support for a few video games: Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, Payday 3, A.S.A.P and Party Animals. When compared to the previous version, we have some performance improvements for 2 older titles: Hitman Absolution in DirectX 11 and Bioshock Infinite also in DirectX 11 mode. As for fixed issues, we only have one, which is regarding the Trackmania video game, an issue that might cause the game to crash on launch, and that's about it for fixed issues. However, when we talk about issues that are known and left unresolved, well, we have an entire list of issues and a lot of them are related to Starfield, of course. And finally, AMD has released their latest graphics card driver, now at version 23.9.2. This new driver brings out support for 3 video games: A.S.A.P, Party Animals and The Crew Motorfest. This driver also introduces anti-lag plus support for Starfield, Witcher 3, Elden Ring and Immortal of Aveum, with up to 45% decrease in latency across selected titles. In terms of fixed issues, there are some. With Baldur's Gate 3 with Vulkan API set on some AMD graphics cards, the game would crash. GPU clock may be artificially limited to 2700 MHz when performing manual tuning on Radeon RX 7700 XT and the RX 7800 XT graphics cards. Display may not reach correct brightness with certain games on select Samsung FreeSync Premium Pro monitors or TVs with local dimming settings enabled. Application crashes or driver timeout events may be observed while playing Smite on some AMD graphics cards, such as the RX 7900 XTX. Intermittent application crashes or driver timeouts may be observed while playing F1 2023 on some AMD graphics cards. And of course, we have some known issues left unresolved, but that's the case for all releases nowadays. And this is the end of the episode number 135 of the A.S.A.P Tech News, one of the few tech news series which aims to deliver you the news as fast as possible for your convenience.